Hi there, my name is Jason Tranter, the founder and CEO of Mobius Institute, and I would like to tell you about IMVAC USA, held in Orlando this November. First, I'd like to thank you very much for taking an interest in our conference. We are working really hard to put the very best conference together for our unique industry: vibration analysis, condition monitoring, and reliability improvement. We are, I think, a special breed of people, and we need a conference that's really focused on what we do to bring people like us together so we can learn and socialize and so on. Anyway, a few things about the Orlando conference. We're going to have lots of great presenters, but we are going to have Brian Schul, and I hope I pronounced his name correctly, who is a fighter pilot, who was a fighter pilot and flew the SR-71. Now, I can tell you this for sure, I am really looking forward to meeting him. I will be honoured to meet him. I'll be very interested to hear his story. So he will be doing one of the keynote addresses. Brian Schul, as you can see, is flying for the SR-71. Fascinating story. Just a little bit about him. He is a Vietnam War era attack pilot and a retired major of the United States Air Force. He flew 212 combat missions and was shot down near the end of the war. He was so badly burned that he was given next to no chance to live. Surviving, he returned to full flight status, flying the SR-71 Blackbird. Major Brian Schul completed a 20-year career in the Air Force. He has written 4 books on aviation and runs a photo studio in Marysville, California. I hope I haven't taken any of the punchlines away from his presentation, but I think it'll be fascinating and an honour to see his presentation, so I hope you enjoy that presentation. Now, we will have lots of other excellent presenters from industry, companies that make brand new technologies, from educators, and lots of people from the field who have experiences they want to share, case studies and so on. But I will be there giving presentations as well, and I'd like to just briefly tell you what they will be about. The first one is a half-day workshop titled An Animated Introduction to Fluid Film Bearing Vibration Analysis. Now, if you work with steam turbines, gas turbines, large compressors and so on that have flexible rotors and journal bearings or fluid film bearings, then you should find this really interesting. We've got lots of animations that explain how the prox probes work, how the journal bearings work, how you derive the orbit plots and centerline plots and Bode plots and all the different measurements anyway, polar plots and so on, full spectrum included. We'll talk about rotor dynamics and lots more, with tons of animations that make it really easy to understand this otherwise complex topic. We'll really demystify it. Now, even if you don't work with those sorts of machines, if you're involved with vibration analysis, condition monitoring and reliability, I think you'll find it interesting. It'll just sort of expose a world that maybe you're not familiar with. But if it's not your thing, hey, there are some other fantastic workshops going on at the same time. My next presentation is actually a dual presentation, 90 minutes long during the normal session of the conference, and it is titled A Quick Introduction to the Other Condition Monitoring Technologies. Now, I say the other technologies because rather than talking about vibration analysis, which hopefully you know something about already, it's oil analysis, wear particle analysis, ultrasound, infrared, and motor current analysis, motor signature analysis, and so on. So this is a great opportunity to, I guess, demystify what those technologies are about, see how they work, the pros and cons, see how all of the technologies overlap, learn how you might utilize different technologies to really get a clear picture of machine condition. So hopefully you'll find that one interesting. Of course, tons of animations that make it all easier to understand. And then I will have a keynote address. So unless you want to go off and do something else, you're going to be stuck watching me, because I'm going to give a presentation on making vibration analysis count. Now, we all know how important vibration analysis is. And yes, the other condition monitoring technologies are very important as well. But just focusing on vibration analysis, it is a tough job. We can learn an incredible amount about the machine, and we can provide very important information that can save machine failure, downtime, safety incidents from occurring, and all of that. And as you know, it takes a lot of training and time to become good at it. However, there are different ways to be good at vibration analysis. We can become very good at detecting certain sorts of faults, but to really deliver the full value to our employers or our customers, there's more we need to do to diagnose a wider range of faults, to increase our accuracy, to be able to give reports that really deliver the information that people need, to perform tests that detect the root causes of failure so we can eliminate them, to perform acceptance testing, and much more. So this is about just what we can do to really add value to our employer or our customers with the skills that we have. Anyway, just in case you're not really familiar with IMVAC, let's just take a moment, if you've just got a little bit more time, to discuss what IMVAC is. Now, IMVAC actually stands for the International Machine Vibration Analysis Conference. International because at the moment we're running 4 conferences around the world, and we may run more, we may run mini conferences, but anyway, we're bringing people also from lots of countries together to learn about all this stuff. But by the name you can see that it's really centered around the vibration analyst, but we will have other presenters and vendors and so on looking at the other condition monitoring technologies and the broader area of reliability improvement. But we really feel this is a unique conference because it's aimed exactly at what you do. The emphasis isn't on asset management or only on the bigger picture of reliability and maintenance, where condition monitoring and vibration plays a much smaller role if you've attended lots of those conferences as I have. This one's starting with us, vibration and condition monitoring people and people interested in improving reliability, and says, okay, what can we do to educate you, to improve your skills, to allow you to network with other people, learn what's new technology-wise, and so on. So that's what the conference is about. Why come to IMVAC? Because you get to learn. Most people, they come to 1 or 2 courses, and that's the only opportunity you get. You might see some webinars from time to time, but you need more. It's a difficult field. You need to refresh some of the education you had. You need to learn about new techniques and so on. So it's a great place for that. It's a great way to develop some new skills. You see, rather than all the presentations, just you sitting there listening to a person who talks, maybe asks a couple of questions and they're done, we have lots of presentations where you interact and lots where you will be challenged, and you'll use a polling device actually through your phone where you get to answer questions. So the case study will be presented to you where you will make decisions. I think this is the problem, and you find out if you got it right. So we've got workshops like that and extended presentations where rather than just hearing about case studies, which is really good, you actually get to interact and learn and test your skills and hopefully therefore develop new skills. You get to socialize with people like you. The one thing the people who have attended IMVAC thus far say what's great about it is you actually get to meet other people who do vibration analysis and condition monitoring and so on. They're not, maintenance managers and so on. They're people just like you. They face the same challenges as you. They face the same frustrations, but they have the same interests as well. These are relationships you can form at the conference and hopefully take away so that when you have questions, you might give one of them a call and say, hey, can you help me with this? You may even talk to them and find they do have a solution to your current problems, or you might have a solution for their problems. So it's a great place. You will learn about new technologies as well. One good thing that's going on at the moment is there are new technologies coming out, improvements to the old technology and new technologies, and how else are you going to learn about it? You know, here we have a great trade stand, lots of exhibitors and sponsors, but also you'll see presentations that will talk about these new technologies, and if it looks appropriate, you can take a look. So I really hope that I'll get to see you at IMVAC in Orlando in November this year. Look forward to it.